Hello, my name is Amy, and I am in a group with McKenna, and our topic is social interactionism. Social interactionism is a theory that explains how people learn and develop language and meaning through social interactions by talking, listening, and communicating with others. A more deeper explanation, it's a theory explaining how individuals build and understand society through daily interactions. It emphasizes that actions are based on meanings developed through social engagement, like language and gestures that play a crucial role in communication. The theory also suggests that the self is shaped by interactions, allowing for varied self-perceptions. Ultimately, social interactionisms show that society and norms are dynamic, continuously created and negotiated through human communication. Now I'm going to move into our lesson. Our lesson is social interactionism. Our lesson standard is an ELA literacy standard in 4th grade, and it is to determine the theme of a story, drama, or poem from detailed in the text and summarize the text. Are you guys ready to learn, my 4th graders? Okay, so we're going to be detectives today, not to find out who did something, but to figure out what the storyteller wants us to learn. That's called the theme, but we'll discover that word together. Okay, let's jump right into our story. Our story is called The Cracked Pot. Does anyone have any guesses on what our story is about? Okay, let's read it. The Cracked Pot. Once there was a woman who carried 2 pots of water every morning from the stream to her house. She hung the pots on a wooden pole across her shoulders, one on each side. One pot was perfect. It always delivered a full portion of water. The other pot had a small crack, and by the time the woman reached her home, half of the water had leaked out. For 2 years, the woman brought home only 1.5 pots of water each day. The perfect pot was proud of itself, but the cracked pot felt ashamed. One day, as the woman was filling the pots at the stream, the cracked pot spoke. "I'm sorry," it said sadly. "I leaked water on the way home. I'm not good enough." The woman smiled kindly. "Did you notice the flowers on your side of the path?" she asked. "They only grew on your side because I planted seeds, and you've been watering them every day." The cracked pot looked back down the path, and it saw bright, colorful flowers waving in the sunlight. Suddenly, it didn't feel broken anymore.
Okay, hi friends, my name is Miss McKenna. We already went over with Miss Amy how social interactionism is and how it's a theory that explains how people learn and develop language and meaning through social interaction by talking, listening, and communicating with others. We also went over theme and how theme is the big idea or the message that the author of a story wants readers to learn from it. So today we're going to be moving on, and we're going to be reading another story, and we're going to go over the theme of the story and answer a few questions. And side note, if it's hard to hear me today, it's because I lost my voice. Miss McKenna is very sick today. So if you have any questions, if you can't really hear me that much, just make sure you raise your hand and I will be able to answer any questions if you can't understand me. So we're going to read this short story and we're going to talk about the main theme and go over some questions about it. So it's called The Missed Goal. Liam loved soccer more than anything. Every afternoon, he practiced kicking goals in his backyard. He dreamed of being the best player on his team. On the day of the big game, his team was tied, and there were only a few minutes left. The coach shouted, "Liam, you take the shot." Liam's heart pounded. He ran forward, kicked the ball, and missed. The other team grabbed it and scored. Liam's team lost. Friends, what do you think Liam might be thinking right now? Does anyone want to raise their hand and maybe guess what he might be thinking? Yeah, good job. He might be feeling sad. He might be feeling sad because he made his team lose. Yeah, good job. How do you think Jaden's words changed how Liam felt? Right. So after the game, Liam sat on the bench, staring at the ground. He wanted to hide, but then his teammates ran over. "Nice try, Liam," said Jaden. "We'll get them next time." So as you can see, Jaden's words maybe made Liam feel better because he knew that his teammates knew that he tried his best. Even the coach smiled. "You showed courage out there. That matters more than one goal." Liam looked up, surprised. His teammates weren't mad. They were proud. The next day he practiced again. This time he focused on having fun, not being perfect. What did the coach's reaction teach Liam? Does anyone want to raise their hand? Yeah? Yeah, good job. Maybe Liam felt proud. He didn't feel sad anymore because even his coach smiled at him and said that he had courage out there. Maybe he was too hard on himself, thinking he was too perfect, and it's more about having fun. Good job. Okay, so now we're going to have you guys turn just to your shoulder partner and discuss a few questions. So the first question is, I think Liam learned that. So talk with your shoulder partner and we'll come back in 30 seconds. Okay, friends, let's come back together. Does any group want to raise their hand and discuss what they said? Yep, go ahead. Yeah, good job. You guys said that you thought Liam learned that not everything is about being perfect, but also to have some fun in there as well. Now, you can also be serious since it is, a soccer game and you also have teammates and maybe they want to win as well, just like how the other team wants to win. But it's also about having fun as well and having that balance. Good job. Okay. Now we're going to have a quick activity we're going to have. So I'm going to divide you guys into small groups of 3 or 4. And we're going to choose a group scenario. So if it's about sports, art, friendship challenge. You're going to create a short skit showing someone making a mistake and others helping them through positive talk and teamwork. We're going to use sentence starters like, "It's okay, let's try again together. I like how you tried your best. We can fix this as a team." Just like how Jaden and Coach said to Liam in the story. So if this was a real lesson, I would then divide, obviously, the students into small groups of 3 or 4, and I would discuss what they were doing, and then I would have them come up with this skit, maybe give them 10-15 minutes, maybe even 20 to see I'll stop at 15 and see if anyone needs any other time. Maybe give them some more time, and then we would come back together as a class, and then each group would go up to the front and present their skit and then explain why they chose to do that skit. Okay, friends, now we're going to come back and do our closure. How did the teammates help Liam learn something more important than winning? We're going to answer a few questions. Does anyone want to raise their hand and give a shot at answering this question? Yep, go ahead. Yep, good job. His teammates wanted Liam to make sure that he knew that it's not about being perfect, but also having fun at the same time. Good job. Next question. Why is it helpful to have people who encourage us? Does anyone want to raise their hand? No? No one wants to raise their hand? That's okay. So, you want people in your circle, friends, family, you want people to help you be encouraged. You want people to encourage you, because then that will help you believe in yourself. And once you believe in yourself, then really you can do anything. If you have a homework assignment that you didn't do, that's due tomorrow. Wink, wink, you guys have homework due tomorrow. If you have friends or your parents at home or even a sibling, maybe friends again, and they tell you that they believe that you can accomplish that homework assignment, then they are encouraging you, and that will also give you the confidence to be able to complete that homework assignment. How can we use encouraging words at school? Does anyone want to raise their hand? Maybe give us a few encouraging words? Yep. Good job, yeah. Words like, you can do it. Do your best. You got this. Those are some encouraging words that you can tell your friends, tell your classmates, even tell friends and family at home, not even just at school. For our exit ticket today, what is the theme in the story of the missed goal? The theme, so we're going to write on a piece of paper, the theme of the story is blank because blank. So I'm going to give you guys 5 minutes, quick 5 minutes, to just write down what you guys think the theme of this story is in the short read that we just read, the missed goal. And then we'll go over the answer once the 5 minutes is up. And if you guys have any questions, just raise your hand and I'll come over and help you. So, if this was a real class, I would go for the full 5 minutes, but because this is a presentation, I'm not gonna go for the full 5 minutes, but you get the idea. Okay. So is everyone done? Everyone has everything written down? Yes? Okay. So, the theme of the story is doing your best is more important than being perfect, because Liam missed the goal, but his coach and teammates still supported him and were proud that he tried his hardest. Now this can be for in the sport that you're playing, at school, it could be really about anything. Not everything has to be completely perfect. As long as you're having fun and you know that you're trying your best, that's all that matters. As long as you're trying your best and you're having fun. Thank you, friends.